Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum friends and subscribers. This is Mahmoud Sheikh, and from past few videos I am working on a tutorial series of learning AngularJS. In this video I am going to show you how to validate your form. Here I have created a form. You can see it returns some values like true, false, true, false. Okay. Now I have written a text inside this text box. If I keep on deleting this text, and if I didn't enter anything in this text box, it is returning me required field. Okay, it's telling me, or it's suggesting me that this field or text field is a required one. Okay, you must enter something in this text box. Okay, now if I type anything like a, again you can see it has the required tag or required title is disappear now, is no longer available here. And also you can see the moment I type this letter A inside this text box, it's displaying valid equals to true and invalid equals to false. The valid equals to true means this text box contains a text. Yeah, that's why it has returned valid, and invalid returns false. Invalid, the text box, whenever I didn't if I didn't enter anything in this text box, then it will become invalid equals to true. You can say, see, invalid equals to true because I haven't entered anything in this text box, and valid returns false. Okay, so the form will become valid when you enter any text in this text box, and the form will become invalid when you didn't enter anything. Okay, now this invalid is showing true because I have not entered anything in this text box. If I type anything like say a, now it's displaying valid equals to true. That means I have enter the value, and it's invalid is showing false. Okay, invalid has become false because I have entered some value in this text box. I delete this one, now it's invalid is true. They say, and it's showing you a message saying that required. Okay, now let's see how to do that using AngularJS. Okay, now let's go to our editor. Okay, here I have created an HTML page where you can see um, I have created an app and I have created a module and a controller inside that module with the help of that module, and I have assigned some text to the message property of the scope object, and I have created a form here, and now I will create an input text. Okay, type of text, and name as input, and I've used ng model directive to set our text with this message property, to set our text box with this message property, and then required property. Okay, and now we need to create a span to display our message. Okay, for that I will use ng show directive, and inside this will refer my form dot or input text, which is this input dot error dot, okay, only this one, and then I will type required. Okay, now let's save it. Okay, now let's check this out in our browser. Let's refresh. Okay, okay, dot required. Now let's check it out in our browser. Okay, now it's not displaying that required message because there is a data inside this text box. Now if I remove the data, now it's showing a required message. Okay, we are getting this functionality using this. I'm referring my form dot input name. I'm referring to this input text box which is present inside my form, and the error property which is required. Okay, now next we will create say valid of my form dot input dot valid. Okay, so just to display whether uh, whether it is valid or not, uh, whether the value, if there is the text in this text box, then it will show valid, and if there is no text in this text box, then it will display invalid. Okay, I'll just copy this and paste it here and make it as invalid. Okay, now let's see. Now it should return me true or false. Okay, here it's returning true and invalid as false. Okay, br, let's copy this, paste it here. Okay, now let's refresh. Okay, now it's displaying valid as true because I have entered text in this text box. If I delete this, now it's displaying required and valid false and invalid true. Okay, now this is how we can validate our form using AngularJS. I hope you like this. I hope you got some useful information out of this video. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel, click on like button, share it with your friends. I will see you guys in my next video where I'll be discussing further more topics on AngularJS. Thanks for watching.